What's up, guys? I am vaping with Mr. J.
I moved.
And me and Motor went to the vape shop today. So as you can tell by the title, yes, I picked up the Wotofo Profile RDA, and I have to say I'm absolutely loving it. Although I had a few hiccups while we were trying to make this video. We did, I don't know, however many fucking takes. But I ended up having to rebuild the, I had to end up rebuilding this, which sucked, but it is what it is. There's not really much I can actually do about it. So, let's go ahead and get a vape off of it. Vape's great. Good flavor. I would recommend it. It's really easy to build on if you want a mesh RDA, so there's that. I just used a standard mesh that came with it. So, but here's its vapor production. Alright, get another hit on you. Also, keep in mind this is at 50 watts on a 0.2 ohm coil, or mesh coil. Decent flavor production, decent cloud production. Vape's great. One thing I will go into say real quick before I move on to the next thing that I want to do. When it comes to mesh RDAs, mesh RDAs or RTAs, be prepared to use a lot, and I mean an ass load of cotton, because the way mesh works is you want the cotton to be super tight in there. When I was rebuilding it, I used my own cotton, and I got it there, but it kept doing, like, the coil kept glowing, so I had to take that cotton out, stuff a bigger piece of cotton in there, and that did the trick. So, again, for reference, no dry hit, no burnt hit. I'll even show you the coil again. We're going to go ahead and put some juice on there. I just got some Golden Coast lemon bar from Lemon Twist. Alright, go ahead. Not glowing red. It's tight in there. And it vapes great. And for the price point, I mean, $30, that's not bad. Alright, so review of the Aegis X mod. I don't have to do a review of the tank, because I already covered the tank in another video, so we're not gonna do the tank. Alright, so the mod's been great. I haven't had a single issue with it or anything of that nature. It's a solidly built device. The fucking firmware on it's absolutely amazing. I love the AS chip. I believe that's what it's called. If I had my fucking box. Let's see. Yep, AS chip. Really good chip. Superb chip. It's fucking amazing. It's a great little mod, and it's a little powerhouse. Has decent battery life, even with the tank, the Cerberus with that. I think it's a 0.15 ohm mesh coil head. So it's got decent battery life. I get about a day and a half out of it, and that's constantly chain vaping. You could probably make this battery life with these batteries. I have Samsung 25Rs in here, but you can actually make those last a little bit longer if you don't vape as much as I do. And I gotta fix my camera, so give me 1 second. There we go. Autofocus, man, gets me every time. Alright, so would I recommend the mod? Yes, I would. I actually recommend him to try and get one for work, because these are really good mods. You can pair it with the nice RDAs. Like if you got the rainbow one, you can pair it with your Apocalypse.
You know what? That, and then I would have two mods that would be I've worked mod. That and the weekly drag.
The drag too?
I use that at work sometimes. That's why it's kind of scratched up. Sawdust scratching it.
Okay. People from you now. Thank you for interrupting my video, Damien. Anyways, back to the mod. I do recommend this as like a work style mod, because it is, It is water resistant. It's not waterproof. I don't say waterproof. I never have and never will. It's water resistant or drop resistant. Or, as they would say, shock proof. So. But, I even like my original Aegis. It just has an issue where, like, if I don't use it, or even if I am using it, sometimes the screen will just go blank and the light would be on. So I kind of retired that mod pretty quickly, but I did use it while it was kind of working fine. But I noticed as I used it more and more, the problem just got worse and worse. So
I noticed what is it? The Aegis?
the Aegis. This is Aegis. I have the Aegis Legend, and then the Aegis Solo.
I just wanted to know if I was always pronouncing it right. I always said Aegis.
I think that's how most people pronounce it. It might not. I don't know if it's correct or not. I really don't give a shit because I'm politically incorrect half the time.
The Aegis series is actually popular around here too.
Yeah, I think the Aegis series is popular in a lot of places because they're fucking durable ass mods. And then I forgot what company tried. I think it was Vandy Vape came out with the Jackaroo, which was supposed to be like the competitor to the Aegis.
Yeah, I hear it's okay as a mod.
Yeah, but no, like I don't think anybody, like, I think anybody could tell you I am a huge, and I mean a huge Geek Vape fan. I have the Geek Vape Athena, the Geek Vape Aegis, the Aegis Solo, the Aegis X, the Tsunami Mech from Geek Vape. Like, I am a big Geek Vape fan. I mean, hell, I ought to be a big Geek Vape fan because I own 2 fucking Cerberuses.
That's the only Geek Vape thing I own.
I'm trying to see if I have anything else from Geek Vape. I do have the original Tsunami, the little fucking 22mm dude. So I have that one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think the best option would be to look at my fucking boxes.
I kind of like Geek Vape, but it seems like I became...
I'm also a big fan of Wotofo, too. Like, I have the Wotofo Lush, I have the Warrior, now I have the fucking Profile.
I still kind of want to get the...
Dude, I tell you, the Lush, going off topic real quick, the Lush is an old-ass fucking thing, but it's an old-ass RDA. I got it way back in the day. I've seen it at my local vape shop. Like, you could tell that my Wotofo Lush was probably one of the RDAs I used the most because the green paint that was on it is flaking off.
I tell you what, it seems like I must be a fan of damn Vandy Vape because most of my RDAs...
Well, I have the Vandy Vape Pulse, the Vandy Vape Pulse 80 watt, the Vandy Vape Mesh RDA.
Don't you have the Pulse 24?
The Vandy Vape Keelan RTA, and both the Keelan and the Kensai. So I'm a big Vandy Vape fan too, but I don't know. When it comes to hardware, honestly, Geek Vape makes some solid products.
The only thing I like about Vandy Vape is their RDAs.
The only fucking thing I hated from Vandy Vape was the fucking phobia. I hated the phobia with a fucking passion.
Why is that?
The way the airflow set up, it's prone to leaking. Like, if you over drip, it'll leak through the airflow. If you over squonk, it'll leak through the airflow. It's generally not that good of an RDA.
I was going to actually buy it, but I guess I won't buy it. I don't want nothing that leaks, especially over my expensive mod here. And I guess I'll talk about what I brought because...
Okay, before you do that... Alright, so what would I rate the Aegis X? Well, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. That's a solid mod. Price point of it, when you buy it in the kit, is a little steep. It's $90. So it's... but I mean, it's definitely worth it. Like, if you don't have a Cerberus or any Aegis mod, it is definitely worth it. And as you see... If you get, like, Rainbow Rendition, you can find a lot of RDAs that this will look good on.
You know what I came close to buying today? They had it. The Free Max Fire Loop 2.
That's a really good tank.
But it's like, I kind of been wanting to get an RTA, but
Yeah.
I guess
And I know you were, like, if you would have had the funds, you would have bought the profile RTA.
I think they said it was 60, but I don't remember. And at the time, I'm thinking, I don't know. You say mesh is kind of hard, but now that
the old school mesh that we used to use was kind of hard. This new school shit that they have is much easier to work with because you, I don't know if I said what all came in the box of the thing, but you get like a little forming tool slash little coil wrapping thing, like a little tool that you can form the mesh to make it into like a circle. And then it also doubles as a coiling rod. Which I think is really fucking neat. But setting it up, like, really all you gotta do is, there's not much to setting this mesh up other than you have to form it so it can get the shape of the tool. That way you can feed your cotton in there. But I think the hardest part about it all is trying to stuff the most amount of cotton you can actually fit in there. Because I'm going to tell you, like I said earlier, when it comes to mesh RDAs, this is something I cannot stress enough. When it comes to mesh RDAs, you want the cotton to touch all surfaces of the mesh. If it doesn't, what could end up happening is the coil can end up getting too hot, burning the cotton, in turn giving you a burnt hit. And I'm going to tell you, getting a burnt hit from mesh, it's not fun because mesh is so thin and the resistance is so low that even at 50 watts, shoots the temperatures higher than what you want to. I've actually burnt myself on mesh because it fucking caught on fire. I freaked out and it landed on my one of my ring fingers. I think it was this finger right here.
Dang.
So, but no, just if you guys do decide to get a mesh RDA or RTA, just be aware that you're gonna have to use an ass load of fucking cotton. So, and it's with the mesh RDA, you use an ass load of juice too. So, but as you see, like once you get it wicked right, actually, this thing holds an ass load of juice, and it holds it for a long ass fucking time. But I don't want a burnt hit.
This is starting to hit pretty good too.
Alright, so what did you get today, Motor?
I'm gonna put this down real quick. I'll show y'all. Surprise y'all in a minute. So I'm gonna put, well, the box is already open. I'm just gonna put the lid on it. Okay. I got the drop.
You're about to say
I
drop
always
dead.
think that because I own the drop dead, but now I own the Dead Rabbit
RTA.
Now, just keep in mind, guys, I think they do make the Dead Rabbit into an RDA as well.
Yeah, they do. I have the Dead Rabbit RTA.
But I've been talking about getting an RTA for a while. So I was like, what should I start with? Well, I picked this up because somebody said it's pretty simple to build for a beginner. I'm used to RDAs. Last for a year now.
See, the best part about the Dead Rabbit RTA is you can build it like you would build the Dead Rabbit.
Yeah.
Just you have to lay your wicks into the channels that they go in. And that's the only difference.
It's got little holes in the side that you tuck it down in.
Yeah.
Then it comes with the bunks, kind of like the same way. It's packaged the same way as the Drop Dead. Comes in a little box. Got a little glass tube, straight glass tube. 2 milliliter. And then it's got all the tools and all that. I don't want to open it.
Did it come with coils?
No.
I wish because Wotofo always includes fucking coils with their shit.
Luckily for me, I had a bunch of pre-made laying around.
Yeah, but no, like my Wotofo, I believe Wotofo makes the Serpent RDTA. I think they do. Wotofo and Geek Vape, which is another Geek Vape product I have, which is the Peerless RDTA.
And of course, it came with a sticker, just like the Drop Dead did. Wish I still had that.
I cannot remember if the. I also have the loop. I can't remember if the loop came with coils. I don't think it did. But the Peerless RDTA came with alpha braids.
Yeah. That's what it looks like, guys.
Yeah.
Just like your typical sub-ohm tank. It looks like a sub-ohm tank. Keep in mind it's not. This is an RTA. And I like that color drip to it.
Top flow RTA, which top flow meaning that, and I had to explain this to motor, that with it being top flow, it won't, top airflow, it won't leak.
And I'm getting good clouds off of this time.
Yeah.
Might do this. Boy, I like that. I've always did like the Hell's Vape series, made by the same people. What is it? The Heathen and Chronicle Vape. They are the creators of the Dead Drop Dead, my bad. Dead Rabbit, and ain't there another one? Is it Drop Dead or Drop? You got the Dead Rabbit, Drop Dead.
I think that's it.
But what do I say? This thing, I'm thinking these are better than several times. Reason being is you don't have to replace the coil head every 2 weeks or whatever. And I almost brought the Premax Fire Loop 2. They had a few good. Let's see what RDAs they had. I would have gotten the profile. Have a profile, but I think it was $60 back. I just didn't want to spend too much money at the vape shop today. I just wanted to get something simple. The fact that I haven't done a video since the Titan, which I love this mod. It's just not as durable as the Drag 2. I'm sure you got to be careful with it, but it's a high. This is a powerhouse, guys. I'm starting to like this RTA.
I'm liking this RDA. It's not bad.
And yes, I got free bottle of grease at the shop on the house. I was going to take my money out. By the time I was about to take my money out to pay, this is on the house over here. Well, it's a pineapple, a peach pineapple. And it tastes pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I was trying to figure out what flavors they had in this catalog, what they had. A peach. And they had a sour peach. Yeah. I don't know how that was. So, what do I bring? Late. The Dead Rabbit. I'll probably rate this 7.5. It's a solid RTA. I would recommend this for a beginner mover. And it's on the, like we said, the top airflow, so you don't have to worry about leaking. You just have to worry about putting the right amount of cotton in it, which is that. Now, keep in mind, people, RTAs may not be designed for cloud chasing, really. To me, it's a good thing to use for if you want your juice to last you. Because with the RDA, you have to confidence with it. This almost acts just like a sub-ohm, but it also works almost as the same as an RDA. That's why So, there you have it for the drop tip tonight. Sorry guys, how many times I said it. The dead rabbit. That was a dead rabbit until now. So, I'd recommend it. Because after we get through with this video, I'm going to have to post this on my Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's... Do you have anything else you want to add?
The fact that it's been a while, I'm going to do a review over the Titan mod. It's been a month now. Hasn't had any scratches yet. I've been trying to be careful with it. I'm sure it developed scratches over time. But this thing's been solid. I haven't had to charge this in about a week now. Of course, I haven't been hitting the last couple of days or whatever. Been vaping on my pod system, like Nick Sauce a lot, as of lately. But this is my new favorite mod when it comes to like cloud chasing. This thing goes up to 300 watts. I would recommend this mod too if you had the money. This was $87 for me just for the mod itself. It was kind of expensive. Not my most expensive, but damn neat. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
I don't have anything else I need to add. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be alerted when we upload new videos. Anyways, I am Vaping with Mr. J.
And I'm Moser.
And we are signing out.